This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Stoltz versus Winning. You all have been together, you've been dating for more than a year now, and you're having your first child together, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. Mr. Stoltz, you're here because you think your relationship is in danger, and you're here to prove to your girlfriend that you're not cheating.
Yes, Your Honor.
How are these allegations of cheating affecting your relationship?
Arguing, bickering back and forth, me constantly feel like that I'm on trial, in my own home.
I noticed from the court papers there's a 14-year age difference. Do you think that has some interplay with what you're dealing with over the last year?
Yes, Your Honor, somewhat. I knew that was going to play into it at the beginning. I knew there was going to be some time there that I'd have to deal with certain, I'd say, like immature things.
Miss Winning, I'm watching you, and it almost seems like you're agonizing with what you're dealing with and your hope that your family is going to be able to move forward.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Tell me, it wasn't always like this. How did you guys meet?
We met on an internet dating site. I seen her pictures, and she looked like she took care of herself, like she went to the gym. She turned me down for months, I want to say, until I posted some pictures after I got done at the gym, and she liked them. And
Well, we've seen some of the gym pictures in the court file. I know why she was smiling.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, you got guns. I checked that out. Is that what got your eye? You saw the guns too?
Of course.
Yeah.
But you turned him down at first.
Because I thought he was dorky. I mean, he wasn't my type.
I don't know. He's kind of cute.
Well, now he is.
So you're responsible for that. You turn that around.
Yeah, exactly.
A good woman will do that for you. Ain't that right, Mr. Cutler?
A good woman will do that for you.
All right.
But you're not saying I was dorky, are you?
I wasn't saying you were dorky. You were a work in progress.
A good work in progress.
A good work in progress.
Okay.
I came along and added some nicer touches.
You're taking a lot of credit for that.
Yeah, it was me. I'll own that, yeah. I mean, you were cute. You had a cute thing working, but you needed...
Including the guns, right? Including the guns, right?
Let's just move.
right.
I don't think we should. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there.
Guns. All right, Miss Winning, when you first met in person, what was that like?
I thought he was attractive. He looks better, obviously, in person than the photos. So I decided to give it a chance.
All right, well, who said I love you first?
Oh, that was me.
That was you? Tell me what happened. Tell me
I
what
believe
that
this
looked
when
like.
we were sleeping together, and I think I had a few drinks.
So you all together, you say I love you, but you don't regret saying it, do you?
No, I don't. I think that actually came from somewhere inside that I really did. Something did click when we first went out. Our personalities just complement each other quite a bit. She's my other half, I believe.
It sounds like it was a very sweet beginning, but now she's accusing you of cheating.
No, Your Honor, it wasn't. It's always the cheating thing has always been there. That's not me. I'm in it for the long haul. Hopefully, once this is all said and done today, we can start a clean slate. And like she's carrying my child, so I'm hoping once this starts, we can kind of start fresh and start our family.
So go ahead, love.
You say you're in it for the long haul.
Yes, sir.
So you're here to save this relationship.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell Miss Winning, tell your girlfriend how you feel.
I feel frustrated with being accused of constantly talking to other women. I love you. You know my feelings for you.
But you got other girls' numbers. How does that make any sense?
With the
Remember
one
that
girl's number I
bartender?
got was on a bet. You bet me I couldn't get her number while we were at the bar.
Okay, Miss Winning, tell me what happened. What about this number? What is this? You said a game, a bet?
Yeah, she bet. She said
Okay.
we
Wait,
were.
hold on. Let me get it.
We were at the bar. We had a few drinks, and he's a little cocky. So I told him to go get the bartender's number, and he decided to go get her number and prove me wrong, and he did.
Okay, so let me make sure I got this straight. You all are having an evening together. You're at the bar. You had a few drinks, and he's like, I can get her number. You're like, no, you can't.
Right.
You can't. And you put a bet to it.
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
And he won. Because he got her number.
He won and then left it in his phone.
Right. And but you gave him permission to get the number, right?
I did, yes.
Okay.
But I think the rule of this is you get the number, you don't keep the number, right?
No, you don't. You throw it away.
So he got the number, put it in his phone, and you found it.
Yes. And then he ended up calling her later down the road.
All right, Mr. Stoltz, did you get this number and keep it and call it?
I did get the number. I never put it in my phone. I wrote it down on a piece of paper. And the next morning I found it and actually showed it to her. And she flipped out, threatened to leave. And I don't know if she might have even left that day. And maybe that's why I put the number in my phone.
Wait, you were supposed to throw the number away, right?
Yes,
and so you kept it till the next morning. So let's call that mistake number one. And then, when your girlfriend got mad about it, you then put the number in your phone.
Were you using it as a backup number?
I wouldn't say that.
What would you say?
I didn't know what she was going to do at the time. I don't know if she was gone for good.
That's a backup.
You know.
Everywhere I go, that's a backup.
So, Ms. Winning, that's why you think there's something, because not only did he not throw away the number, he kept it in his phone.
Yeah.
And you think there's something going on with this woman because he kept this number.
There's more to the story, obviously.
Okay, well, what's the more?
I was at work, and my friend texted me and said, your boyfriend's cheating. And then sent me a video of him at a bar with this girl, and this girl grabbed his crotch.
Okay, is this the video that's been submitted to the court?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna take a look at it. So that's Mr. Stoltz in the blue. And so she grabs his arm, it looks like, and puts his hand in his crotch. It looks like, okay.
She grabbed my arm, like you said. And I can't even remember what that conversation was about.
You can't remember a conversation where a woman takes your arm and grabs your crotch?
No,
that would stand out in my mind if that happened to me.
She's not important to me. I didn't.
That happens to you all the time. See, well, when you go to the gym, you got guns and everything. I guess that happens to you all the time. So it doesn't even stand out in your mind.
But did you know her? Because that's a pretty
that
familiar.
was the first time I'd ever seen her.
Wow, she's bold, because that's a pretty familiar,
gesture.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, Mr. Cutler, if a stranger grabbed you like that, she'd have some splaining to do.
If a stranger grabbed me like that, she would have some explaining to do to you, to me, and I will remember the conversation that goes with it. So, Ms. Winnie, you get this video of some strange woman grabbing his crotch or in his crotchal area.
Crotchal?
Yeah, we're gonna make that up.
Okay.
Crotchal, we're gonna make that up. In his crotchal area. You get this video, what do?
I broke up with him.
Oh.
And
did you call him?
I called him the next day like an idiot, yes.
Oh, you called me that night, flipping out on the phone.
So you called him and flipped out. What did you say to him?
I told him it was over, and I said that that's basically cheating if you're,
and we've been
some
dating
girl's grabbing your junk. I mean, that's messed up.
What did he tell you happened?
Well, he didn't think I had the video. But
So did he deny it at first?
yes, of course.
Okay,
so you denied it at first. No, it didn't happen. No woman touched my junk.
First
and
of
then
all,
she sent you the video and you busted.
She called before this video even was taken. She called and said she had a video of me grabbing some girl's butt, and I said, you can't, because I haven't.
Okay, but whether you grabbed the girl's butt or some other girl grabbed your crotchal area, that's still inappropriate.
Oh, I agree. That video looks horrible.
Obviously, he cheated, and he just doesn't want to admit to it, so. There's other things going on. I mean, I found a picture of his ex in his phone.
how did you find this picture of the ex?
Well, he was in the shower, and I decided to grab his phone.
Okay. Do you have a picture of your ex in your phone?
I believe she had sent it through an app in my phone, and I hadn't even opened that message that she sent. And the way my phone was set up at the time, regardless if I open it or not, it dumps whatever picture someone sent me into my gallery.
Okay, but your concern is that there's still something going on if she's sending pictures.
Right.
Because why would you send your ex a picture unless you have a reason to?
Right, Your Honor.
Unless it's not your ex, it's your soon-to-be current.
Or it may be your current and your current. You got two currents. Yeah. Have you found any other, not just the ex, but have you found inappropriate pictures of women on his phone?
Maybe some like things off the internet, but what guy doesn't have? Yeah.
Let me ask you, Mr. Stoltz, have you sent inappropriate pictures of yourself to any woman?
No, Your Honor, I haven't. I don't have a reason to cheat on her. Look at, she's beautiful, she's young. I would be foolish to cheat on her.
And she's carrying your child.
Correct.
Okay. Well, what we have here, Mr. Cutler, is a beautiful young mother-to-be who is worried that her beloved is cheating.
And he's trying to save this relationship.
And he's trying to save the relationship.
To get to the bottom of this, the court has done a full investigation of these cheating allegations, and we have the results of that investigation. Ron, would you please escort into the courtroom our cybersecurity expert, Mr. Gregory Evans?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Evans, how are you today?
Fine, yourself, Your Honors.
Good, it's good to see you. In this case, you were given the task to search Mr. Stoltz's phone for any evidence that he's cheated.
Yes, I did. I did a full forensics on his phone. That means I went through and looked for all deleted text messages, emails, pictures, videos, as well as a social media search.
Were you able to find anything?
Definitely.
Okay, tell us about that.
As I was searching through Mr. Stoltz's photos and videos, I came across this picture here that I found very interesting.
Oh, boy.
This is a picture of a man's private parts, up close and personal.
Is Mr. Stoltz, is this you?
That's me.
Well, congratulations to everyone.
Okay.
Right?
Are you familiar with this photo?
Yes, I am.
This was not sent to an ex.
I hope not.
No.
No, it wasn't,
Okay.
Your Honor.
All right. What else do we have?
Well, Your Honor, going through my notes, I did find one video that I think that you guys need to see, but I think you might find this very, very interesting.
All right, where was this video found?
That was found in his downloads directory, which means he would have had to download it to his phone. So that means it came through his emails, a browser, or he downloaded it through like a Facebook or something of that sort.
All right, so let's play this and see what we have. All right.
Okay.
This is a video of, again, a very up close and personal shot of a couple having intercourse.
Yes.
It's clear that this is not Miss Winning, but since we can't see a face, I can't tell if this is Mr. Stoltz.
Oh.
Mr. Stoltz, is this you in the video?
No.
Okay.
I can tell if it's him or not, but
Ron, would you show this to Mr. Stoltz, please?
Well, woo wee.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's seen that one. That's not me.
You've seen this one.
She's seen, because she thought that was me at first too.
yeah, that's for us.
Okay. All right. Woo wee.
Thank you, Mr. Evans.
Thank you.
Yeah. To further investigate this case, Mr. Stoltz was ordered to undergo a polygraph examination, and we have those results. Ron, please escort our polygraph examiner, Mr. Kendall Scholl, into the courtroom.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
You gave Mr. Stoltz a polygraph test,
Yes, Your Honor.
and we have the results of those questions. Is that correct?
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
All right. The first question. Since your girlfriend's pregnancy, have you had intercourse with the ex-girlfriend who sent pictures to your Facebook Messenger? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the polygraph determine?
The polygraph determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
Ms. Winning, you're kind of looking away. What's going through your mind?
Because I blamed him for it. I blamed him for that, and he's being honest, and I feel bad.
We have one other question.
Okay.
Mr. Stoltz was asked, since your girlfriend's pregnancy, have you ever had intercourse with anyone other than her? What was his response to that question?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that he was being truthful, Your Honor.
You said you were feeling terrible because you've been accusing him of these things. Tell him what he needs to know right now.
I'm sorry, and I'm never gonna question you again.
Well, that's good. I appreciate it.
You all can touch. Go ahead.
I love you, baby.
You all have known each other for 11 years. You're living together. And Ms. Parker, you found yourself a younger man to enjoy your life with. But whether that enjoyment continues all depends on the outcome of today's proceeding. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Tell us why you've initiated this case.
Well, like I said, we've known each other for a long time. And we recently, about 2 years ago, became a couple. And he is 10 years younger than I am. And I needed a man to step up to the plate and be there for me, and it's not been so great. No.
What do you think he's doing?
Cheating?
You think he's cheating?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I mean, come on, I'm older. What do you...
Okay, but the prey doesn't run from the cougar. The prey gets caught by the cougar.
All right.
You keep it locked down.
I try to keep him railed in. You know, I've tried.
So you think he's cheating. What are the warning signs that you've seen?
When he comes home from work, instead of, you know, chilling out and laying in bed, watching TV, going to bed, going to sleep, instead it's come home, take a shower. Oh, baby, where are you going? Oh, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to go outside, smoke a cigarette, whatever. Okay. I lay down in the bed, you know, because I got to work too. Wake up, and he's gone.
Okay.
Gone.
And how often is this happening?
2-3 times a week.
Oh, so this is a regular thing.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Amphy.
Yes, ma'am.
Where you slipping off to? Moreover, who you slipping off to?
Just at a friend's house. Just at a buddy of mine's house.
Is it a friend like this or just a buddy?
Well, it's actually a buddy. It's a friend. But my reasons behind that is because when I'm at home, I feel unwanted. Okay, I feel unappreciative. I get pushed away. By that being said, for example, Mother's Day, okay?
Okay.
Now, I believe in taking care of my girl. I do what I gotta do to make her happy. Whatever the case that may be, whatever.
Okay.
Okay, so I go out and buy nice things, I come cook breakfast, and not only that, I help clean from like that morning to like 9 o'clock that night. Once the night ended, like I didn't get a thank you, I didn't get a hug, I didn't get a kiss, I didn't even get myself. Sorry, excuse my language, but it's facts.
How did that feel?
I mean, it hurts. Like, to be honest with you, it hurts. And this is not the first time. It happened on Valentine's Day as well, last year.
I don't even know, Cutler, how that would be because I can't imagine you doing stuff for somebody and going out of your way to make them happy and they don't even acknowledge it.
I think you know I appreciate what you do.
I do.
I know you appreciate what I do.
I do.
And we try to share that.
I do.
Wait. Okay, all right. The bottom line is he doesn't feel appreciated, and that's where the problem's coming in. Well, let me ask this, Ms. Parker. Have you seen anything or found anything that makes you think he's cheating?
Oh, yeah. Let me give you a good example.
All right.
So he says, I'm going to go see a friend of mine, visit with a friend. I'll be back in a few. Okay. Be back in a few. So a couple hours later, he calls me. This is probably around 11:30 at night. By the time he finally calls me, hey, I've gotten a flat tire, and I'm going to be a little bit late. This is why I'm running behind.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. I just had surgery the week before, and I'm not thinking nothing of it. You know, he's done great for me. Washes my hair. You know, when I had the surgery and all this stuff.
All right.
Well,
points to
this
you, Mr. Amphy. Points to you.
All right, Mr. Amphy, I see you.
So anyway, so this night he says he's got a flat tire. Well, it's not the first time that he's had an excuse why he's late coming home.
Okay.
So okay, that's fine. You got a flat tire. Okay, how long are you going to be? We're going to work on it now. It's going to be, I'll call you when I'm on my way. Okay. A couple hours go by. And then...
So are you calling him during this time or are you waiting for him to call you back?
No, because it's late at night, you know.
Okay, and you knew where he was?
I thought I knew where he was at.
Okay.
So it's about 2:30 in the morning. He calls me. Hey, you know what? We are having a problem with this. We can't seem to get the tire off or can't get the donut on or something. There was an issue. You're going to have to come get me. I said, okay, baby, well, where are you? Well, when you go down this interstate, when you get to this exit, I want you to call me. Well,
hold on, just a second. What was going on with this tire? Did you call somebody to try to help you, like AAA or something?
Because I didn't have the proper tools.
Okay.
I know how to work on cars. I know how to change stuff, but I just didn't have the proper tools.
So were you sitting on the side of the road?
No, ma'am. No.
Where were you?
I was with my friend at another friend's house.
What?
Hold on. Okay, you were with a male friend
Yes.
at another friend's house.
Right.
All right. So he calls you and says, hey, I need you to come get me.
Yes, now my understanding was he was at this friend's dad's house or something like that.
First.
So he tells me, okay, when you get to this exit, I want you to call me. So when I get to that point, and he was giving me vague directions.
So you get up and exit whatever. Where do you end up?
An apartment complex.
Okay.
And I'm looking around going, damn, this apartment complex looks familiar. We helped a female friend move into this apartment complex. So, okay, well, what a coincidence.
Okay.
So where is he when you see him?
I know where this particular person lives because we helped her move in. So I'm sitting there waiting, and I'm calling, and he finally answers the phone. Okay, I'll be out in just a second.
So you park and you sit there.
And I watch her door.
And what happens?
Guess who comes out?
He comes out of the apartment. What does he do?
Comes down to me like everything's cool.
And when he gets to the car, what do?
I'm surprised the police weren't called.
You start yelling and going off at him.
Loud and proud.
All right, so he comes out. Did you ever see the friend that was supposed to be with him?
No.
Okay, what were you doing at this woman's house?
I was with a friend, for one.
I didn't ask you that. What I asked you was,
Yes, ma'am.
why were you at this woman's house?
I was just simply over there hanging out. That's it.
Okay, why didn't you tell your girlfriend that's where you're gonna be? I'm at so-and-so's house.
Because I knew it would be an issue, but it wasn't what she was thinking it was.
Okay,
So
but here's
regardless of how it looked.
If you don't tell your own story, they're gonna make it up. And that's what she did. And what she's made up is you were sleeping with her. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
And you make it worse because you wouldn't even tell her, okay, I'm in so-and-so's apartment. Come pick me up. Now, she could have been mad, but at least you were honest. You put layer upon layer upon layer of deception in.
Absolutely.
Have you found anything else or any other reason to believe that Mr. Amphy's cheating?
Yes, ma'am. So
Tell me about that.
Our phone service, you can, particular carrier, you can put an app on the phones that shows, basically it's for children. So I learn.
Where'd you track him to?
Where do I track him to? Quite a few places.
All right.
So he says that I'm going down the street. I'm just going to a buddy's house. Well, this buddy lives 7 miles from my house, 10 minutes max.
Okay.
Not 45 minutes away. That is not down the street. Down the street visiting a buddy does not stay out until 6 a.m. in the morning.
All right, so where he told you he was going was 7 minutes away.
GPS says something different.
GPS, and that's what you brought with you today?
Yes.
Okay, Ron, will you get that for us?
So, so the first one is the beginning of the day, and the second one is 1:30 in the morning.
The first one I have is from earlier in the day. He's in Mableton. He's at work. He's there from 12:44. You track him. You're checking him out. And it goes to, it looks like 4:46 p.m. He's in Mableton working. Okay, and he does construction work, if I remember from the court paper.
And Mr. Amphy, is that where you were?
Yes, sir.
You were in Mableton doing construction work, doing your job?
Yes, sir.
Just like you said you were?
Yes, sir.
You came home after work that day?
No, ma'am.
You did not come home?
No.
Okay, where'd you go?
I went to my friend's house.
Okay, so you're at your friend's house 7 miles away, correct?
From
Yes, ma'am.
where you live?
No, from my job, which was out there, so I didn't have to drive nothing but a couple minutes.
Okay, so you were at your friend's house that is in or near Mableton?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Correct.
I don't know what time, but he comes home after work, takes a shower and all that. And I know this because when I do finally come home from work, I see his dirty clothes. And he had called me about 1:30 and said, hey, my buddy's picking me up. I'm going to go hang out with him.
All right.
Which this buddy lives down the street.
Okay.
So I'm okay. So,
Is this 1:30 in the afternoon or 1:30 in the morning?
in the morning.
In the morning.
Okay, so 1:30 in the morning, he's supposed to be 7 miles from your house. You track him, and where is he?
Back in
Trace on the
Mableton. What job do you do at 2:30 in the morning?
In construction.
In construction.
Well, now, I not to, I'm playing an advocate, but like when I see construction work on highways, for example, I see they'll shut down the highway and they'll be working at 2 in the morning because traffic is less. Could he have been working on a construction site for the highway?
This is a subdivision.
So they not so much.
You.
Okay.
I don't know
I
anybody who was
tried.
banging on a hammer at 2:30 in the morning.
Well, he
and
might have
then
been banging it,
stays.
but it wasn't a hammer.
And the GPS will tell you within a few yards of where the location is, and it had been the same address all weekend.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, Mr. Amphy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What kind of hammering were you doing at 2:30 in the morning in Mableton?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like I didn't ask you a question?
Well, like I said, I was hanging out. That was all I was doing. I was hanging out with a friend.
Who were you hanging out with?
A female friend of mine.
Is this the same female friend who's the apartment that you had a flat tire at?
No, sir, it is not.
So this is a different female friend.
Yes, sir, it is.
So you've already not told Ms. Parker about the one female friend, and now this is a different female friend that you're hanging out that you didn't tell Ms. Parker about.
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Okay.
And if you look at the dates, that's only like within a week.
Oh, my goodness. I really want to get to the bottom of this. Miss Parker absolutely believes that Mr. Amphy is cheating, and that's why they're here in our courtroom. What does he mean to you?
He means a lot.
Tell me something.
I've known him for a long time, and I've been out of a bad relationship, and we talked about it before he came here, back and moved in with me, that I needed somebody that was gonna be my rock, that was gonna meet me 110%. If I give my 110%, you need to be giving that too.
Mr.
And I'm
Amphy.
not getting that at all.
I do.
I'm looking at you, and when you hear how she feels, what's going through your mind right now?
What's going through my mind right now? Man, to be honest, it's all bull. Sorry. I care. I do care, but it's like, man, come on now.
Well, we care too, and we have done a full and complete investigation to make sure we can find out what exactly is going on with all of these swirling accusations against you.
Absolutely.
And so at this time, the court is going to call private investigator Eric Eccles and licensed polygraph examiner Tommy Platt to determine, is he cheating? Ron, would you escort them in?
Mr. Eccles, how are you?
Doing fine, and yourself?
And Mr. Platt, how are you, sir?
Good. How are you, Your Honor?
I'm good.
All right, Mr. Eccles, would you tell us what you and your team did to investigate this case?
Well, Your Honors, my team and I followed Mr. Amphy over a course of a few days and various times and locations to see if he was doing anything suspicious.
All right, is that his car in the circle?
Yes, it is, Your Honor. We noticed Mr. Amphy going through different places within his neighborhood, and at one instance, he went to this convenience store.
Mr. Amphy, when he said that he had followed you for a number of days, you should have seen the look on your face, because I saw it.
I'm mind blown right now.
I know you are.
Mind blown.
You're mind blown. The question is our mind about to be blown by what we're getting ready to find out?
Well, one of the days I surveilled Mr. Amphy at a location which is in a residential neighborhood, and that house happened to be about 46 miles from his location. Once I was able to get into position, I identified Mr. Amphy here working at a job location doing some construction work.
Okay, what did you conclude from your surveillance?
Over several days I did the surveillance of Mr. Amphy, I could not find any suspicious behavior that would prove infidelity.
All right.
Looks like you're doing good. You're working. You're doing what you're supposed to do.
It was
Ms.
just
Parker.
shocking to find out somebody was watching.
Right, that part.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
But
Couples court don't play.
Yeah,
That's what we do.
I see that. I see that.
Ms. Parker, how do you feel at this point?
I'm on the fence.
She's on the fence.
She's
she
on
was
the
over
fence.
here, and now she's on the fence. We just got to see if she'll get over here or not. And for that, we have to turn to Mr. Tommy Platt.
There we go. So, Mr. Platt, a polygraph examination was completed on Mr. Amphy, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You asked Mr. Amphy, since your relationship began, have you had sexual intercourse with anyone other than Ms. Parker? What was his response to that question?
He stated yes, that he had admitted to cheating with 3 other women.
All right. So I think on the fence is now back.
I mean, I'm admitting to it, yeah, but there's reasons behind it. I have reasons. I don't feel wanted, for one.
Okay, wait a minute.
On
Wait
top
a
of that,
minute. Wait a
yes,
minute.
ma'am.
Wait a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
I know you're not being indignant about cheating and you're supposed to be in a relationship with this woman. I don't care what your reasons are. If you don't want to be with somebody, you tell them and then you do what you want to do.
You knew I needed you. You know what I've been through. I should have had the GPS on you when you first moved here.
Should have.
Miss
Should have
Parker,
had one on you too,
Miss
just
Parker.
as well, likewise.
My suggestion is Miss Parker needs to move on. I don't think this is one you keep investing in.